Zealand is unbelievably small. We're on the other side of the world and we're going to a global market that is massive. We needed to make sure that when we went with something behind us that gave us the ability to have a conversation, the ability to actually have a voice. Oritain Trustmark gave us that ability. Through their authenticity, we were able to ride on that and actually be authentic ourselves. Sanford's New Zealand's oldest and largest fishing organisation. So Sanford was started some 130 years ago by Albert Sanford himself, who first went to the ocean to catch his first fish and then opened a small retail outlet in Queen Street here in CBD, Auckland, New Zealand. About 130,000 tonne of seafood we either fish or farm throughout New Zealand. We're also the biggest company in New Zealand with regards to quota holdings. Now that is something to be unbelievably proud of. And in the bottom of the South Island is a small island called Stewart Island. 482 people inhabit the most remote part of New Zealand, where we are privileged enough to be operating in an environment where we farm about 5,000 tonne of New Zealand king salmon. Now what we realised some 7 years ago when I first started at Sanford is that we operated in an environment where we were no different than anyone else. You know, globally there's over 3 million tonnes of salmon farmed throughout the world, and we were less than 0.01% of that market. The consumers in which we're engaging are unbelievably discerning. They are well educated. They are people that have the ability to find information and sift through the rubbish to find the actual true fact. Now, how we had to go about that was we couldn't tell that just by ourselves. We needed to make sure that we partnered with someone that can be our gatekeeper and show that the mark that we're putting on our product meant something, it stood for something. And that's where we partnered with Oritain. There's two approaches to how a consumer or a customer can use the trust mark of Oritain. One in retail, the fact we can use it on pack. We can look at that then as being something that can be recognised as an authentic way for consumers to actually truly believe in what they are buying is authentic. The other way is from a customer perspective. Customers want to know that what they are serving through their restaurant is something that the consumers can always look back on. So we link it back to our website. Through restaurants and food service, we always call out the fact that it is big Gory Bay salmon from Stewart Island, New Zealand. And then people can go to that site and truly understand what it is they're eating and to be comfortable that what they're eating is what they say it is. The one major responsibility I have is to return value to our customers and our shareholders. Oritain Trustmark has become a big part of that in the way in which we can drive value through making sure that we are authentic in what we do. We are trusted. But it's all about how we've worked together to bring that to life. How do we use that to make sure that we are authenticating what we say to our consumers so they can trust us? Look, I think Oritain Trustmark now for us and the evolution of our relationship from just being the mark we put on our product to now being a true partner. We will look to take this further because we need to take it further. As we continue down the value chain of trying to create value by getting closer to the consumer, closer to the customer, and being more involved in the market, we need to take that mark with us.